Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Let's start by pulling your symbols. There's a month one to show up here. This is going to be for the next 6 months. We're going to see what's coming your way, what's leaving your life. And then I'm going to jump into your coffee cup. At the end, we're going to pull some tarot to clarify. If you're new here, by the way, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love and hit subscribe. Let's see what we have here. We have an older woman, dealings or relationships with an older woman. Okay, so this can be someone in the family that you're going to have some interactions with. We have a staff here you will be taken care of in difficult times. It's good to see. This can also be your energy. Maybe you're feeling tired of a situation now, and if women is a feminine energy, you want to rest. You don't want to think about it anymore. This can be the divine help or maybe literal, like a people showing up to support you during these times. We have a shield here. Shield can be a reason to defend yourself. Let's see what that is. Is it material or is it, it's about your dreams, making your dreams come true. People might be actually telling you that it's not possible. Some things that you desire is not possible. April is included within the next 6 months coming up. So it's a new spring day for you, basically. The problems will be resolved with the ink pot. A man, dark man. Okay, so you have many people. You're going to be dealing with many people. We also have here a brunette person as well, a masculine figure. Seems like you're going to be dealing with a lot of different people, and you need to probably defend your dreams when they tell you that it's not really possible. Let's see what the coffee cup is going to reveal about that issue. Tears of joy. 2 of them within the 4th month timeline. I see somebody's face in your heart space here. I don't know if you can see the silhouette of the person. The nose and the mouth is right there. So it can be about receiving good news from a person. It can be about somebody helping you out to solve a problem. Maybe also standing for you, like in front of you, like there, the shield, and helping you defend yourself, your dreams, your future plans. And maybe the actions that you're going to be taking is going to be supported by this person. I see there are many people. Yes, these little heads are people. Also, there are 2 pathways opening for you within the first 3 months. Following that, the next 3 months, there's no pathways outside. But this can be, first of all, this kind of looks like a thought that you're going to start to think outside of the box. The second one is going to be a literal pathway taking you outside your comfort zone. I don't know if you've ever seen a cotton plant. This kind of reminds me of a cotton plant. And there's a person here with sunglasses looking at that. And there's another person who has the stem of the plant and wants to grab it. The cotton can be symbolizing an investment that has potential of growth. But this is in between 2 people. Like one of them has to grab it first. And I feel like you have the leverage here. Time-wise, as the timeline goes, you're closer to it and you have an open path. The other person might have to drag it uphill in order to take it. That's why I feel if the opportunity presents itself, this can be about money, this can be about relationship, this can be about moving, getting a job. You need to make the first move. If you wait for others to come up with the offer, if this is a home that you're buying and maybe you're saying like, let the others put the offers and see what's going to come out. Then I can, offer something. I don't think that's how it's going to work out, because you have the stem part of the plant. You have the chance to reach out and grab it first. If you do that, you already have a seed here. You're going to be in a stable place, so you're going to be able to afford it, and you're going to actually pull it and take it, make it your own. But if you do, this person can be someone very resilient. They're waiting there. They want to pull it off, even though it's uphill for them. They're going to do their part. So I feel this is going to be much easier compared to you. Your job is going to be much more easier here to handle this. This can be the work environment. This can be as a relationship, maybe. this, like maybe in the work environment, you're much more experienced than this person. If you take on the challenge, it is going to promote you, upgrade your wealth, abundance, and your status. But this person might have to work double the amount of the time if they take it, but they're willing to do it. Okay, this is an example. It can be applicable to anything going on. What's happening in your heart space close to you is, I already see a dog right there. Dog is loyalty. So in your heart, you're expecting loyalty from a person maybe. And it seems like it's gonna come forward, but it's still some time for that one. Within the 3rd month, it's showing up here for you. But before it shows up, there's a cup appearing here towards the end of the 1st month, especially a month from now or a month from you're watching. The cup can indicate an emotionally fulfilling offer. It kind of looks like a singing bowl as well. This offer can be like an offering, a job offer, but also can be a discount, can be a pardon, can be something really bring material success, yes, but also some pleasure with it. I see that the person right here in front of it, I kind of see a person's face here wearing a crown, can be an authority figure offering you this blessing, okay? You're thinking about it, considering it. I see that you have within the 2nd month here, your face, maybe even your energy is low under this thing. So you're not really seeing how beneficial at a high level this is. It might take a little while for you to understand, and maybe even a couple more people here, like behind your back right here, or on your back you're carrying. They might change your perspective. They might open your mind so you can see how this is going to be beneficial for you. There's a goat right here. Kind of, when we zoom in, it looks like a wolf, but I can see the horns above its head. This can be a Capricorn. Capricorn most of the time indicates someone who's very disciplined when it comes to the work that they do, and also goal-oriented, and they are like kind of like machines when it comes to that. But the problem with the Capricorn in the zodiac, in the tarot, we see the Capricorn shows up as the devil. So this person tend to get maybe obsessed about what they want or what they do. And they're standing against these 2 others. But compared to them, the Capricorn, the goat's energy is actually lighter. We have a pig behind it too. And these people kind of looks like ghosts of the past. The ghosts of the past, our energy is more on the negative side. So you might be getting forced to accept the offer, but for the bad reasons, not the positive reasons. Eventually it's going to turn out to be good, but maybe you're hesitant to accept it because the reasons are not really good enough for you. That's why it's time to focus on the people who has the lighter energy, or the reasons that has a better energy, which Capricorn, maybe dedication to the work, dedication to your future, creating future. And the pig can symbolize the money, like the piggy bank energy. So instead of focusing on, I need to help this person and older women, I need to help my family, I need to resolve a problem, the reason can be more like vision oriented. I want to have a better future. I want to have a wealthy life. I want to have a dedicated relationship. I told you that Capricorn might have also dedication in the relationship too. So when you change the reasons around, you're going to actually accept it with light and positive attitude, which is going to start breaking down this tense environment. The tense environment can be the people that you're helping or people you're expecting you to do things in for themselves, for negative reasons or for ill intentions. It seems like you're going to overcome that. Not right away. I'm going to state that as well, because you can see right here, it's still this dark energy lingering until we get to the 4th month. Okay. And so the 3rd month you might be still dealing with, I see there's a tent here, maybe a home energy, a housing situation, or somebody's moving. Maybe they're forcing you to take an offer so you can move with them, or, or maybe forcing you to take an offer because they want you to stay, but you want to move. And there are other options. I see crescent moon here too. Crescent moon can be indicative of this issue maybe being government related and institution related. So there's going to be like a lot of thinking, analyzing, and not being able to make a decision. We're going to look into the tarot as well. This is a 3rd month timeline. Let's see if we're going to get a Two of Swords. Two of Swords is like indecision, not being sure of your decision is going to be right or wrong. So it seems here this person or this situation can force you to a corner. And in that corner, you're going to be able to make something intuitively. Gut feeling is going to intervene there. And as soon as you're making a decision, I see letter V here. It kind of seems like a male figure actually holding the V, which is the victory. Male figure symbolizes masculine energy. It doesn't have to be if you're female, it doesn't have to be a male making a decision in your life. It can be your energy, action. You're taking an action, okay? So when you do that, as soon as you do that, there's a clarity come forth, clean paper here. There's even a chunk of money under it. I see like a masculine authority figure with maybe bald head showing up to watch you, support you, and applaud to you. There's a massive fish here too. Fish symbolizes material satisfaction, the resources, the money, whatever it is that you need. They're all going to present themselves. And towards the end of the 4th month, I don't know if I said week, but I mean month. So this is the 4th month energy. There's like a volcano even forming. Another thing I see here, it's not only a volcano. I actually see a person here has like a dragon on their chest and wearing this massive cloak, like this one is wearing right there. The massive cloak can be symbolizing the resources that are available, the power that you're going to obtain. The dragon in front of you, you can see the face of the dragon right there, is your tool. It can be your passion, it can be your skill, it can be a person. I usually interpret the dragon as Sagittarius. Passion, personality helping you and maybe even carving the way for you. Or like this is something maybe extremely powerful energy you can use to clear the pathway for yourself. But overall, it's not really the power of the dragon. It's your power feeding the dragon's energy, okay? And 5th month, we have clean paper here. It can be a tabula rasa, a clean slate. And it is actually maybe all the problems, you're shedding them, leaving them behind, which is opening new pathways for you, new solutions, maybe travel opportunities, movement, the phone lines. Phone lines can be symbolizing connecting with the right people and moving towards the right direction, okay? Another thing I see here within the 6 months energy, a ghost of a person here. This person has like a shooting star above their head. Okay, so this is, even if it sounds like you are manifesting someone from the past and the star is wish fulfillment, I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like when you are good, when you're resolving your problems, you'll be taken care of, the divine taking care of you. It's sending you the right people, the right resources. You're going to be really elevated. This massive cloak that you're wearing here actually shows that you're going to be really elevated to a high level. The thing about that is, when you do, someone you think that they are your wish, I feel like they're going to turn out to be, it's going to turn out to be that you are their wish. So they might make a move. They might make advances. They might want to come forward. But I feel like you're going to be in a place in your life that you're not really going to care if this person shows up or offers you anything. You're just going to move forward. And I even see here, like there's a bird. In your heart, there's some things that you want this person to know. You might even get the chance to like send them the bird and let them know, you know what? It was good when I wanted you, or it was good when it was mutual, but now I am in a better place and this is not mutual anymore. So it can be even like a trauma response that you wanted to have this person in your life. It can be another thing here. It can turn out this person is not who you think they are. Okay, this can be someone maybe you are thinking this person is passionate, intellectual, smart, but it can turn out that it is just you reflecting your own being to this person. Maybe they're not any of those things. And this is going to be revealed too. You see the clean slate, clean paper here is going to reveal their true personality, who they are to you right away. Not exactly right away within the 6 months timeline, it seems like, but I feel like before it comes forward, if you have someone specific in your mind and you're spending your energy on them, turn the mirror to yourself and give that love to yourself. Okay, do your self-love practices on the mirror. Not call their name, call your name. Okay, tell that you're beautiful, amazing, smart, lovable, you're enough, and everything you do is wonderful, creates your future. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Your desire seems like it's something that has not much time left. It's coming forward very fast. And it also has a second thing. This is the thing though. I feel like the main desire has some time still, but there's something small coming forward first really fast, which is going to be your sign, which is going to be the sign that, okay, get ready because this is going to happen. This is happening. Okay. We see a fish here. Fish is kind of looks like a claw to me as well. Initially, I saw the fish. This is the 4th month timeline. I told you that you're wearing the massive cloak. You are actually becoming a powerhouse. You're maybe getting an upgrade. You're getting a physical, mental upgrade, or a promotion, or a financial support coming in. Some things are really transforming, and this is your claw. It's in your home space. So it will give you the hand so you can reach to the unreachable places. The unreachable places can be, I even see a chicken here. You can see the legs of the chicken. Kind of looks like also champagne glasses, like they're, toasting. It can also be like a celebration, like something maybe unexpectedly resolving that you will celebrate with your loved ones, which is going to also give you the claw that you will have access to reach to the places that you never had to reach before. This can be international travel. Okay, maybe you never traveled outside your comfort zone. This can be maybe you have always worked in the same place, now you're retiring, but this can be a field that you always had the talent but never explored. Now it's calling you and you have reach in there. You're reaching out to that a place you thought impossible for you. But this is going to give you that power. You're reaching out to that place. And I see here, there's even a dog here standing up. Kind of, they have horns too. Kind of be deer or like elk, masculine. I see masculine figure. Or a dog can be both of them at the same time. Someone who's authority, who's strong, who's it kind of has fertility energy as well, which dogs too, but also loyalty. And they're not really seeing and looking at you at this moment, but it seems like here the energies are going to start to cross each other. You're going to be actually calling in their energy, and they might really recognize what you're doing here, what your existence. This doesn't mean that your existence is like something that requires recognition. It doesn't mean that, but what happens is the synchronicities are going to start to align. That's what I mean by that. So it can be like you wanted to really excel in a certain area, or you want to meet love of your life that is loyal, that is creative, that is someone who is powerful. Like the elk is actually leader of the bunch, I think. So you're going to cross paths with this person, okay? And that's why I told you that they're looking outside of your comfort zone, but they are inside of your energy field. So this is probably a new person that you never met before. This is a new type of energy you never crossed paths before. That's why they're looking outside, because they don't really have your past energy surrounding them. Okay, the negative stuff. They don't have that negative stuff within them. They have like a bright outlook to the expansion. They have a bigger vision, but you're calling in them to your energy field because they're inside of there. You can see that they're surrounded by it. They can even help you to also, I feel like if this person is someone who is capable of thinking that kind of like great, amazing thoughts, and plan for a massive, beautiful future and a vision, they might even, with you together, you can get outside your comfort zone with this person, okay? We're going to dive into the tarot now. The tarot is going to be within the next 6 months what's coming forward, and then we're going to get some clarifiers to see what else. Let's shuffle. Okay, the Lovers, King of Wands. The Lovers is your energy, Gemini. It can also symbolize health, healing. Two of Wands is planning for the good future. Yeah, massive transformation. Three of Wands right after that. Three of Wands twice is a good sign. High Priestess. Okay, I'm already loving this. What's coming forward? Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. This is like a learning experience for you. It's an upgrade energy for you. Within the first month, King of Wands is you taking a chance. But it's not really taking a chance like going and playing the lottery or gambling. King of Wands is someone who's sure of themselves. He knows that he's powerful and educated guesstimation, basically. It's not really randomly investing in something and expecting it to pay off. It's not really pulling a card like a scratch off and expecting it to pay off. It's basically you knowing the numbers and playing exactly on those numbers, kind of like a maybe even, is that poker? Is that something like that? It's just very strategic and a mathematical game, and you're playing the game and very wisely. And the second month's energy seems like, yes, when you make that calculated moves, we have the Lovers here, that you will actually heal. The first energy of the Lovers, we have the Deer right there as well. Innocence. Lovers can also symbolize soulmate energy, love coming into your life, finding your true lover, but also can be your life turning into that romantic idea of the vision that you have, okay? It can also be healing, and it can be also finding your like answers, what to do, okay? But you're starting overall with the King of Wands energy very strongly. Why? Because there's a Tower moment coming forward before I feel like you decide to go move forward. So it can be something sometimes we hear, oh, actually they lived their life in a certain way for so long, and then at the end of the day, something crumbled down and they didn't have no choice to go after their dreams. I feel like this can be that kind of energy for you, that there's going to be no way that you cannot really get out of the situation. So you have to go after your dreams, okay? And the Lovers, immediate response of the universe telling you, okay, so you have taken the chance. Now I'm going to give you the reason why this is actually working out. But this doesn't mean while it's working out, you're going to be thriving, because Ten of Swords, again, we have the sunshine here. There's a new day coming forward, but this will force you to let go of the old patterns, old thinking, the old relationships that are not serving you. If you have someone that is always bringing you down in your life, that has to go. It doesn't belong in this loving energy, this upgraded energy. They don't belong in this new future. Two of Wands is planning for a new future here. You can see like they're laying out, even though there's a empty land that you can plant anything you want. Are you going to bring back the toxic people of the past so they can really perish this land too? Because even if you find your love, true love, or do what you love to do, that inspiration comes to you and you start executing that and starting to make amazing money, it seems like if you keep carrying the past energy, the past people, the past thoughts that you have, the insecurities, it is going to rain on it anyways. But Ten of Swords is a forced ending, so you like it or not, you have to drop it. You might even, if this is a community you're stepping into that will be loved and embraced, and maybe you bring that attitude in there. Complaining, for example, that's like a killer of joy. Complaint is the worst of like lowest level energies, one of the lowest level energies. And it seems like they're gonna, ring you up right away. They're gonna tell you, you cannot complain here. We talk about what we want and what's good, what we're grateful about. The third month is going to, I feel like you're gonna have the immediate transformation. You're not going to dwell on that too much. It can be a little bit painful initially to let go of what you're used to. But Two of Wands is starting to plan for the future. I feel like because Gemini, you're an air sign, you can change your mind really quickly. You don't really have to, it doesn't have to take you years to make a decision, a different decision. You're going to immediately say, you know what? This is actually something better. Lover's energy. This is me. I'm loving it. I belong to this mindset, this environment, this wealth, this prosperity belongs to me. I love it. So you're going to start planning for the future. And the Two of Wands is like basically writing down your plans and maybe turning them into affirmation, meditation, and then starting to execute that after you connect with the divine mind. Knight of Wands, immediate action. So that immediate action is inspired action that you will receive from the divine. I feel like when you start writing things down, they're going to start materialize right away. The action plan is going to come to you, maybe as an inspiration, maybe as an idea, maybe even something fun that you want to do is going to turn out to be your outcome that you're reaching for is going to turn out to be that. So you're going to do that. Within the third month, it's about planning, writing them down, and taking action. And Wands energy is fun action, not forced action, okay? But sometimes, another thing with the Ten of Swords is connected to that. Sometimes when we try to get outside of our comfort zone, for example, the glass ceiling, if you ever heard of that, if you're making a certain amount of money, as soon as you start to rise above it, your mind stops you. It just sabotages you. You might get sick, you might get a loss, you might have an accident. It just stops you there. That's the glass ceiling, because our minds are not designed to keep us elevated. It's just designed to keep us safe. So when you hit that glass wall, I feel like that's the Ten of Swords. Every time you hit that glass wall, you need to break it, like the Ten of Swords here. You need to, maybe it's going to be painful to break something that is solid. A glass wall above your head is a solid thing. But either way, it is going to help you move forward. It is going to be a part of the expansion that you're going through, okay? Let's see the Three of Wands within the fourth week. Three of Wands is about taking action. I told you, Knight of Wands, as Knight of Wands, you're already getting on the horse and moving forward. The difference between that, the Three of Wands, is that you can see he's holding onto the tree, grounded, even though he's looking into the future. The Wands, he has evidence that the tree is growing. And now he's growing these three branches too. And he's looking at the future, and you can see from his body language, he trusts. He trusts that, okay, God favors me. Everything I do works out. In the meantime, I'm going to go with two different meanings of the Four of Swords. Like I said here, your mind might hold you back. Again, throw you back into the past and keeps reminding you, you see the tower happen, it might happen again. So that's why you're holding on to certain things or people or ideas really tightly. You don't want to let them go. But the thing is, this doesn't mean that you're respecting them either. Look at him. He's stepping on the money. Like, if you respect something, you don't step on there. It's like in some cultures, for example, you don't even walk inside a house with your shoes on, because that's kind of like a hygiene first. And the second, there's a respect issue involved in there. If you're stepping onto something, that kind of represents disrespect. Even though he's trying to hold on to the past so tightly, in the meantime, he's disrespecting what's available to him. Okay, so as soon as you start trusting, there's going to be conflicting ideas will come forward. Trusting that the future is bright, that things are working out. You're going to keep throwing maybe your mind, or maybe the material results are going to keep throwing it back to, look at this, that we don't have much here. There's not much to go with. We don't have a solution. Like, there's going to be that kind of like tense holding, like attachment might show up. So that's also a breaking point, though. The High Priestess comes right after that. This is you being the authority right there. You see, I mean, like, I used to listen to a lot of rock music. This is, maybe they say it represents the devil, but it represents the goat for me. And High Priestess actually represents the bull. Either way, both animal have this resilience, the stubbornness to going after their desire. And goats are really stubborn. They don't even, I think they don't even eat artificial stuff. They only eat certain type of food, like certain type of grass and stuff. So this is you. Don't interpret in a negative sense. I feel like this is you after you realize that whatever you're holding on to, holding you back. Within the fifth month with the 5 high priestess on the bottom, I saw the Fool. You're going to have a reset, the energy reset, and there's going to be this like authority coming and filling you up. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is working out. I'm seeing the results. I'm going to keep moving forward. And what I dictate becomes the reality. So I'm going to keep dictating it. And 8 of Wands actually is going to be your approval for that. Many positive opportunities, many positive outcomes coming when you're insistent on your desire. Okay, the things are going to actually start coming back to back. 8 of Wands is the thought form falls into the ground and materializes. So when you're holding on to your authority, you're saying that this is what I want, I'm going to make it happen. Hierophant can also indicate marriage, like finding the right lover and going forward with that, going on a new adventure. Even maybe the family is telling you, no, don't go with that person. Maybe because there was something in the past. They were actually looking for their own side of the story, not your perspective. So you're going to change that. When you change that, when you move forward with authority, many positive things are going to start happening back to back, okay? Finally, within the 6 months, we have this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is actually someone who is your energy, but a feminine and loving, more loving and gentle side. King of Swords is someone who is stoic, reasonable, logical, but he doesn't have the gentle or like trusting the higher ground, higher power side, but she does. In the original tarot, we see her holding, what is she holding here? She's holding the sword, but we see her holding a prayer bead. So it means that she trusts that divine is always helping her. You're gonna be following what's logical, doing what's right. Follow if there is something and you need to fill out paperwork coming forward. You're not gonna back off from it. You're gonna go straight forward, but you're gonna know that divine has a piece in this, like it is coming forward for a good reason. Everything happens for a good reason. And for you on the background, that reason is the dreams. Maybe you have lifelong goals and dreams that you want to make it happen. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you're going to feel sure that when you move forward, they're going to happen. You can see her eyes are not really 100% closed or maybe completely closed. Yes, as she's holding the sword, her logic, because I feel like you're going to get to this point by the evidence that you're seeing. What you're doing is working. And that's why you're going to have the confidence to pursue those dreams you have. Okay. Now we're going to pull some more cards. This is Oracle is going to guide us. What does Gemini need to know? Dear Oracle, please guide us through and let us know. What does Gemini need to know right now? Okay, the Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. Compensation is, yeah, you need to put the effort in. That's basically, I feel, whenever I see the compensation, that's what it means to me. Like, if there's something needs to be done, you need to do it. If there's something needs to be said, you need to say it. If there's a paper that you need to fill out and send out, you need to do it. And perseverance is, oh, you gotta know? Okay, then try another door. Knock on another door. Because this is actually a sign. This is a sign. And maybe all that paperwork you filled out or all the things that you have been through, the compensation you put out there is going to be useful when you're persevering for the desire you have. Okay, you're going to use that information. You're going to use that stuff. Let's see another one we have here. The Queen of Light, illumination and enlightenment celebration. So basically, you will know why, exactly why. And I don't feel like it's going to be taking too long either. You're going to know why that things that you persevere are compensated, how it's going to work out, how it's working for your benefit. And the celebration is a success. Yes, you're going to get a successful outcome and to celebrate. Okay. And the enlightenment, I feel like this can even be something for some of you. It can be about relationship as well. Maybe you're going through a bad relationship, a bad breakup, and you're compensating from your time that you can spend with your family by going to the therapy or getting help. So this is you're going to find out why it was so important to go through that, okay? Desert Prince, we have survival for false promises. So this is very clear to me. Maybe some situations that happen to you put you in the position of survival because you thought you were going to gain something out of this situation. That's false promises. And this can be the Ten of Swords energy it's aligning with. Maybe those are the things that you don't want to give up. Maybe you think that you gave a lot of energy to a person, spend a lot of time with a person, but now the compensation is required by the things that are actually going to benefit you, going to add into your life. And you might be thinking, I spent all this energy on this thing and it didn't come out the way I wanted to be, or this person didn't really commit to me. But now if I just go after this dream of mine, is that going to work out? If this is something your dream, because I feel like there was also the Ten of Swords is like tower moments, is the red flags. You have seen the red flags and you have ignored it. But I told you this happened because so you can pursue yourself, your desires and your dreams rather than pursuing someone else. So you knowing and differentiating between the false promises was a solid experience. When you connect with another new person, a new situation, you will know the difference now. Okay? We have, yes, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. What did that taught you? Discernment and having clear vision about the future and asking for the details. I'm going to go with a lover's example. Maybe you had a negative relationship with someone and they have given you false promises. They didn't keep up their ending and then end of their bargain. And this time now you have discernment, and clear vision is also important. What do you want out of a relationship? Why are you stepping into that space? Why are you spending time in that space? You need to have, or what kind of outcome that you want. You need to have the clear vision, the details they have all written down, all visualized. When you have that, you're getting outcome that you desire when you persevere on that. But this is also giving you the idea, this false promise is actually showing you, okay, these are not the things that I'm going to believe anymore. Okay, they were there for a reason. Do not think of it in a sense of like a waste of time. Let's see your spirit messages. And then I'm going to pull a healing message as well. What you need to heal, what you need to know. Let's see. Gratitude. May you honor all that you receive. It's very important during this time. Even if you're feeling like, okay, I don't see any outcome or result. Gratitude is your tool, extremely effective tool. Okay, even if the cup of water that you have, feel gratitude, send gratitude for that. It just, that energy becomes a shield around you, protects you. Also becomes an attractive, like a bubble surrounding you. Okay. Another thing we have, pause. May moments of calm sustain you. Okay, that's very important too. Take time out of your day. 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a good enough time for a meditation to calm your mind. Basically, if it's going to like down spiral, pick it back up. You can even keep it on the same level. It doesn't have to go higher and imagine massive things like a Dispenza meditation that actually takes you outer space and such. It doesn't have to be that way. It can, even if you stay neutral, it can be very good. The second we have bliss. May you feel deeply and transcend. I feel like that's how the meditation will be helping you and transcending. Some of you exactly maybe immediately when you have that time for yourself and you're going to start to feel the bliss coming your way. We have held. May you feel the ocean's caress. This is about ocean is emotions and ocean is, I feel like, life-giving to us. It's basically aligning with the gratitude. May you feel the ocean's caress. That you're being loved. You need to focus on that as well. That if you're on this planet right this moment and if you're being fed, if you're being taken care of, feel that you have something to do here. Your destiny is leading you and you're being taken care of. You're being loved, okay? I want to see, because I feel like here, this held close, held secure. You might not be feeling it. There's a reason for it. We have appalled. Okay, others will look to you for guidance on how to react, but the key to overcoming the situation is masking your true feelings and showing only a mild dismay. Okay. You might have, yeah, this desert prince is actually there to appall you too. Okay, maybe someone that appalled you, and the other people are actually going to look for how you're going to be reacting to it. That's why maybe you should hold yourself in those moments as well. Let's see one more I have here. Baffled and appalled back to back. Something, now this is telling me that something is going to surprise you really big. And maybe this is someone's not really showing up the way they're not really the person that they represent themselves. You might get appalled by it, but this is also telling you that know that you're being held, protected, cared for, and there's bliss all around you, and focus on the gratitude. You can take a moment and pause and focus on the things that you should be grateful for. And with the Ten of Swords, it's like a sharp, quick ending. The Tower is also quick ending. Like, end the situation really quickly. Do not spend too much time on that. Like, yes, it's going to be appalling. It's going to be like a baffling maybe for you at that moment. But for the outside, you need to move forward real quickly. But then inside, you can get the help that you need. Okay, maybe from a ringmaster or someone who's wise can guide you in that moment. I have here an older woman and two men. This can be about relationships. This can be about work environment. This can be even overall about like the family, the people in your life. Okay. We have baffled. Sometimes a little confusion allows us the opportunity to explore different ways that we might not have previously considered. So yeah, exactly. Everything is happening for a good reason. So you can change your perspective and see maybe the things outside of the box. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos for you to enjoy right here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.